on, the thing he's weakest on isn't just the economy, but specifically on policy. It is the tariffs as the least popular part of this president's agenda.
Yeah, I think it's because people finally understand that these are taxes that we're paying for, right? Like, I don't think, especially if you're a traditional Republican, you usually are anti-tax. So the idea that, you know, you've got this Republican president and all he's doing is adding taxes for people at a time when they're struggling. I mean, you know, we haven't talked about housing costs either, but when you start to go down this rabbit hole, it does go pretty deep. We know that the vast majority of a lot of the wood that we get when we're looking at building homes and things like that, the lumber, we get that right out of Canada, right? But he decided to randomly pick a fight with Canada. So, you know, the ripples as it relates to the tariffs are very real. But I think that most people are just like, listen, this costs me more money, so it must be the tariffs. And I think that that is a very simple kind of connection instead of going down the rabbit hole.
I think that's a great point, because I think what's happened is people know about the tariffs and they know that and they don't like how much money they're paying for things. And so by announcing the tariffs, it's like you've almost claimed credit for every price increase throughout the economy.
Yeah. And then he continues to say, hey, we're going to give you a refund check for the tariffs. And I just want to remind people that he had promised people that they were going to get a $5,000 check when it came to Doge. And, well, those checks never arrived. And then he announced that there were going to be the tariff checks. And, well, those checks, too, haven't arrived. And then he announced that he was going to do something for our service members. And I don't know if those checks are arriving or not. But he claimed that it was out of the tariffs. And yet again, it was not going to be out of the tariffs. He was going to take more money that had already been designated and appropriated specifically for our service members and just readjust the pocket of money that it was coming from. So, I mean, I think that people are understanding that it's not good to have a con man as the commander in chief. And people are frustrated because they know that the cost of everything is going up. Not to mention, we have people like the Secretary of Education that wants to downgrade certain degrees and make it more difficult for those that have certain degrees that they've earned to be able to make the living that they need or to be able to support themselves. So it's just right now he's just compounding issues. And I know that you mentioned the Great Depression, and yeah, we're not there yet, but there are estimates from experts that think that we are on track. I mean, we've lost 1.1 million jobs since he swore in just in January. It has not been a full year. And when we look at these elections that have taken place, whether we're looking at November 4th or whether we're looking at these special elections, I think what you're seeing is people are signaling that they are not happy with anything that is going on, whether it's the tariffs or the other policies that are making it more difficult for our economy to sustain itself.